All right, welcome to the Fishing Public Cooking Show. We're gonna have some panko seasoned baked snapper tonight. I have had it already and it was so good, I said I need to show the public this recipe. You've got to try it this way. It's absolutely amazing. So what we got here is some fresh snapper fillets that we caught yesterday. We have some panko seasoned, basically breadcrumbs, salt and pepper, lemon pepper, garlic salt, olive oil. Got my pan here that we're going to bake these fish on, and I've already sprayed it with some olive oil cooking spray. We have a lemon and lime that we're going to zest once we get these fish laid out and covered. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to sprinkle a little olive oil on the fish, create some adhesiveness for the seasoning that's going to go on here. This is extra virgin olive oil. All right, ground black pepper. Sea salt. This is the lemon pepper. Not too heavy, just enough to give it a faint taste. And the garlic salt. All right, I'll flip them over. And do the same. I left a little bloodline in these snapper. This was a smaller snapper, so I don't anticipate there being any fishy taste at all. The reason I'm going pretty light is because I'm doing both sides of the fish. Most folks only do one side of a fish, but I'm doing both. Kind of pressing that panko down onto the fish to get it to bite pretty good there. I like a heavy crust. All right, got my oven already preheated to 350 degrees. So before we go there, we're going to do a little zesting here. Now, I maybe need to do this when they just come out. I'm gonna put a little on here in hopes that that'll cook into the fish a little bit. And I'm probably gonna hit it again with some fresh zest once we pull it out of the oven. We're going to put it in the oven for approximately 10 minutes, 12 minutes, because these are not very thick. So I would say in 10 or 12 minutes we'll test it, and I'll show you how to do that when we get to that point. Okay, we got our Panko Snapper in the oven. In addition to that, we're going to have some baby new potatoes here. I've got some olive oil, some parsley and garlic, and some pepper. I heavy peppered these because I love pepper. And once I get them all done, I'm going to lay them out in this pan. We're going to put them in the air fryer for about 15 minutes. And then you just basically just stick the fork in them and eat them. They're excellent this way. I'm going to put the salt to them after I get them in the pan. Got to get them going because I got my fish already going, and time-wise I'm kind of backwards here. And then once I get this in the air fryer, come on in here, we're going to get going on our arugula, artichoke heart, garden fresh salad. Okay, we got the fish in the oven, new potatoes in the air fryer. Now we're going to work on our salad. To prep this, I just cut up some small tomatoes, got the arugula out. I've got some artichoke hearts that I kind of marinated in this house vinaigrette. Then I have some Greek vinaigrette that I'm going to add, looks like about 6 tablespoons of lemon to, and mix those two together. It gives a good tangy taste. So we'll go ahead and, I'm not going to use it all right this second. We get our dressing going. Got that, a little more of that lemon juice in there. If you like a little tang, that lemon juice added to your Greek vinaigrette is a nice little twist. So we're going to take our arugula. Fresh arugula. This is organic, and I love arugula because it's got a little bit of bite to it, a little bit of spice. Very good for you. Organic girl. Take our tomatoes. Take our marinated artichoke hearts. Mix this all up. Add our salad dressing. Right here. It's going to get very coated, and when you put it on your plate it will run off some, but I like a heavy coating of salad dressing on my salad. So we're going to let that sit there like that a little while before we actually plate it. Alright, we're back. We've got our fish, our potatoes, our salad. Now we're going to do a sauce for the fish, kind of a Mediterranean style. We're going to take basically a handful of cilantro, put it to the processor. Four avocados. I'm sorry, 2 avocados, 4 slices. A couple of them are pretty green, so it's a little tough me getting this avocado out of here. Let's see, we're going to go with 2 squeezed limes. That's the first one. Got to squeeze another one out real quick. And I may end up having to add some water in here. I got a half a cup of olive oil that goes in next. We got to see what the viscosity of this is going to turn out. I'm not sure. Didn't get as much juice as I'm looking for there. They want 2 cloves of garlic. I'm just going to estimate with some minced garlic that I have. And I love garlic, so I'm going to go heavy on garlic. Then we got a teaspoon of onion powder. I'm not sure how this is going to turn out. Maybe just need to check the expiration date on that one. And then a half a cup of olive oil. And then a teaspoon of salt. Alrighty. Let's go here. Oh yeah, that looks pretty good right there. Let's see how it tastes. Too salty. Probably just right for my wife, but it's a little too salty for me. So I gotta figure out how to dial that down. Not in this episode. Alrighty, now we're fixing to plate it all up, guys. Let's go over here and check out this fish. It turned out beautiful. You could have left the fish in on broil maybe for a minute to get the crumbs a little darker, but I think it looks pretty good. All right, now we're going to grab our potatoes. Oh yeah, these guys are done, nicely seasoned. Whew, I wish y'all could smell the smell. It is unbelievable how good this smells. The green sauce would have been beautiful draped on the fish, but I can't do it, it's too salty. Now we'll take our arugula. Artichoke hearts. And I need a spoon to get a few of these tomatoes out of here. You're not holding the camera very well doing that and trying to do that. You're getting off picture there. All right, so, we're gonna do a little Parmesan on top of the salad there to finish it off. Fresh Parmesan. All right, and there you have it. I'm very excited to try this out. I know it's gonna be awesome because I've already had it once. And I want everybody to give this a shot. Anytime you catch some fresh snapper, it doesn't have to be snapper, it could be any of the saltwater fish. But leave me a comment, tell me what you think, what you'd add or change. Looking forward to hearing what y'all have to say. All right, when we finish up our supper, we're gonna have dessert, and I'll lead you right into that when we're done here. Okay, so the wife decided to go ahead and put some of the sauce that we made for the fish on, because she doesn't think it's too salty. In fact, she says she absolutely loves it. And she's gonna give it a shot. If you didn't over season the fish with salt, it probably is a perfect mix.
Very good.
All right, so the sauce was a winner. Man, the viscosity is beautiful. And it is beautiful, looks great, just a little salty for me. All right. Let me go do some eating. Okay, got a little bonus segment here to our Panko Snapper dish. I'm gonna do a quick tart, something I worked on and learned during COVID, since I couldn't do anything but stay inside for several weeks. So what we have here is a tart. I've got to make the crust first. So we're going to start with 1 1/3 cup of all-purpose flour, half a cup of granulated sugar, 10 tablespoons of melted butter, half a lemon juice. I just cut a lemon in half and juiced it down. Half a teaspoon of salt. Half a teaspoon of vanilla. All right, I'm gonna blend all this up. This is a 9-inch pie dish. All right, I'm just gonna flatten it out into this pan and we'll show you what it looks like in one couple minutes. Okay, taking and put the dough into this tart pan, and you wanna make sure you bring that dough all the way up to this edge, up to the top. Because when you do pop this off and that's not up to the top, it could crumble. Now I'm fixing to put some holes in this crust, in this dough, so that that heat can escape. Very important step right here. You want to preheat your oven to 350. It already smells good. It really smells good once it starts cooking. All right, you take that, you go right on over to the oven. I like to set it right in the center so that it cooks evenly. I'll set my timer for 16 minutes. Alrighty, 16 minutes, we'll take it out and then we'll have to let it sit for about 15 minutes so it cools down before we put our filling in. Okay, now with the crust in the oven, we've got about 16 minutes on that. We're going to go to the filling. Alright, the filling is going to take 8 ounces of mascarpone, and mascarpone is really just a European style of Philadelphia cream cheese. Now I took this mascarpone out of the refrigerator about an hour ago so that it could start warming on up to create an opportunity for it to be more easier to mix with the other ingredients. And then 4 ounces of Philadelphia cream cheese. So you got 4 ounces of Philadelphia cream, 8 ounces of mascarpone, which is one tub of mascarpone. You've got half a lemon, and you have a half a cup of powdered sugar. All right, we're gonna get this mixed up. It won't take long to do this. Almost forgot, a half teaspoon of vanilla, which my sous chef's already put up. So she also put up my half a teaspoon server. I'm gonna use 2/4. You don't want to over whip it. You want it to have some texture to it. And then we're going to take the heavy whipping cream that I have right here, a half a cup heavy whipping cream, and we're going to create us some whipped cream with it to add to my cream cheese. All right, now I'm going to take our half a cup of heavy whipping cream. It's going to take about 3 minutes to whip this, and you want a heavy peak. You want a stiff peak. Alright. So we're looking for some stiff peaks here. Might need about another minute, if that. Okay, now we're going to whip this whipped cream into the filling. You don't want to use a blender here, you just want to whip it in by hand. You kind of roll it in. You're not really trying to combine them into one, you're trying just to interlace the whipped cream with the mascarpone filling. And then I'm going to sit this in the refrigerator. And we got 6 minutes left on our pie crust, and that comes out. We'll let it sit for 20 minutes. Then we'll take it from there. I'm going to test it and make sure this is what we expected. That is exactly what we expected. Okay, we're back to wrap up our dessert, my tart. So the crust turned out beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. I put the filling in the freezer actually for about 30 minutes and then put it back outside. So we're going to basically put our filling in. I'll get it all spread out, smoothed out, and then we'll go on to the fruit next. Okay, last step to finalize our dessert. We've washed some raspberries and some blueberries. I've got my tart filled. I've got some blueberry jam my mom made, and what I'll do is I'll heat that up pretty hot, sift the juice out into here, and we'll coat the top of our blueberries and raspberries with that melted juice, which is mainly just sugar, but it will have some blueberry flavor. So once I finish all that up, I'll have a finished product. And I'm gonna surprise you with the design. Be right back. Okay, I've made several of these tarts, probably 2 dozen. This is the worst looking one I've ever made. I was trying to do the Fishing Public label and it didn't turn out. So we're not gonna worry about too much about how this looks, we're gonna worry about how it tastes. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it a slice in here. See what we got. Oh yeah. It should be awesome. Y'all give it a try. Again, leave me any comments, any feedback, be much appreciated. Enjoy yourself.